This rain is crazy. So I'm just sitting out here in the car, just chilling. Got tired of looking at walls. But you know, I saw a video today, and it was a preacher preaching, and he was preaching to his congregation, and he was like, the hardest place for someone to grow is in the city they were raised, the state they were raised, the county they were raised, and the area where they were raised. You know, where people always remember things about you when you stay in the same place. You know, people 20 years ago they always seem to remember all the fucked up shit you did 20 years ago, or 10 years ago, or 5 years ago, or 3 months ago. And you know, the easiest thing in the world is to run, is to go hide. I mean, in fact, that's the advice you get from most people. Most people, if you're going through hard times and you're going through change, the first bit of advice they're going to give you is go ghost. Be it if it's online, in your city. Oh, you need to move. Oh, you need to get your ass offline. Or you need to do this and do that. But do you understand the world? I don't know about y'all, but the world always wants you to take the easy route. You know, and that's like the fix to everything in the world. Take the easy road. Just run. Hide. Go MIA. Go dig your own hole and crawl in that sumbitch. That's what the world wants you to do. Oh, here's the thing. No one's ever going to forget the mistakes you made 20 years ago. No one's ever going to forget the mistakes you made 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or even 3 months ago. They're never going to forget it. Ever. It will always be used against you. You know, here's another thing. You never hear people talk about, man, all the great things you did 20 years ago, or all the great things you did 30 years ago, or 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or even 3 months ago. They never talk about the great shit you've done. In this world, everybody's been whatever that word is, to always remembering the bads. You know, I mean, and when you think about it, it's the bads that always get a reaction. It's always, you know, the goods don't get people reactions. Be it somebody in your community talking about you, or being somebody online talking about you, or somebody even at a workplace talking about you, or even at your own church talking about you. See, nothing like productive in this world, because people have been predisposed in their minds that you got to talk about the negatives. I mean, turn the news on. The news ain't never got nothing good on it. It's always something bad going on the news. You know why? Because that's what gets the ratings. That's what people want. We've been whatever that word is, we've just been programmed to always be entertained by the bad. Here's the thing about the past. You can't ever change the past. No matter what you want to do, you can never change the past. No matter how hard you think about it, no matter how bad you want to change it, no matter who you know, how big or famous or rich or powerful they are, you cannot change the past. You can't pray to God and change the past. And if God has the power to change the past, He sure ain't using that power, because nobody can go back in the past and change it. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to be ashamed of the past, because I can't change the past. Just focus on the future, and I've been just shutting all the people out in the world that want to live and breathe in the past. And I advise y'all to do the same thing in your lives. If you've got people around you and all they ever want to do is bring up the past about you, and this fuck up you made, or that fuck up you made, or this bullshit you did, you need to drop them sumbitches out of your life and stop giving them time. No, I think the biggest rewards in life come when you stay on the hardest road, and when you don't run from anything. You know, it's our mistakes that will build us into being better people. Our mistakes, you know? I mean, think about this. As a baby, when you were crawling and you wanted to walk so bad, every time you stood up, you fell right on your ass and made that mistake. Okay, I didn't put that leg in front of that leg. Plop. And you did that 1,000 times, probably more than that. Give up. And then say, well, fuck it. You know? Kept getting up and kept trying to walk, and eventually picked it up and I'm an adult and I can walk perfectly good. You know, don't run, don't hide, don't cower, and don't allow these people in this world that have been pre-programmed to do nothing but live in the past and live your past mistakes.